It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's not afraid to throw it, second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Bengals and the Browns, just ahead on EA Sports.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll, our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we will get a look at their sixth-year signal caller.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 41. They give it to him again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Man in motion, headed right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. And when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25, Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. They'll send him over right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
He throws a bullet. His first throw is an interception. Jukes one defender, and the Browns get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to find his tight end. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Up and good from Blankenship. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Burrow to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Hits him on the in route. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. To throw again, it's Burrow. All in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Polk makes the catch. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. This our last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. And that is how our 1st quarter will end, as that pass ball's incomplete. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Burrow from the gun. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals start to fight back with their first points of this game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Frank. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 38. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They're throwing it. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a 3-yard gain for him. That leaves 3rd and 14 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Complete out to the right. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here as you're laying there after taking that hit. Are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Finds a man, right side. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Dax Hill up for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. Judy there to grab it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. Still sticking with the passing game. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Bengals out in front. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Zay Flowers, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Caleb Williams, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Heward. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Bengals ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
First down, Burrow to throw. Brought in right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. He intercepts the pass. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, that one stings. Take the 6 off the board, partner. That was an interference-aided interception.
And he can be as upset as he wants that that play won't count for him or his team, but deep inside he knows that pick 6 probably doesn't happen without the interference on the play.
This one finds Polk. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Burrow from the gun. Has it down close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finding Judy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort. but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Bengals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. On target to his man, Polk. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down.
He's got it inside the 10! And he drives this forward to the 6. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They look to run with Moss. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Bengals make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Zach Moss, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 18.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. Keeps it moving. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Browns pick it up at the 20. And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now within 1 score in the 4th. He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. This winning streak has been impressive for them. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That's incomplete left side. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Polk makes the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals make the play that should win them this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
So they take a knee here, and they stay perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Bengals emerge as winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.